Hey guys, it's me, Time for Jam. So last year I made a video where I reviewed all the Habitics apps, Daylio, Nutrilio, Better Weight, and also my diary. And I wanted to do more videos about that, but then I got very demotivated creating English videos and made myself make Dutch videos instead for a while. And now we're here. So instead of promising to make, let's see if I can So instead of promising you again that I'll make more videos about Habitics, I'm just gonna not do that and just make one every year. Then I'll once again discuss the state of the apps and how they could improve themselves, if there are any ways they can improve themselves. Because I'm still very positive about the apps right now. So there's also going to be a lot of overlap in the script with the last video. But there are still new things, so keep watching. I've noticed that updates have been kind of stagnating on Daylio, Nutrilio and Better Weight, and I have no idea what my diary is doing as of writing this. So you know what? One way to find out. I've been consistently using Daylio over the past year, like I've also been doing since 2018. I mostly write on my laptop, then copy the text via my phone into the Daylio entries. I still think a desktop app would be amazing, but I understand why they haven't done it yet. So for now, writing on my laptop, copying the text on my phone into Daylio, it works. Looking at how the app has evolved, it is crazy to me that I used to live without text formatting, titles, photos, all of that kind of stuff, voice memos. There have been so many improvements on Daylio, it's been crazy. One thing to note is that I really like to have a changelog for each major version. Also for each smaller version. It makes it easier to find and report bugs. It also makes it easier for me to make these kinds of videos. Whether it will be on the website or in the app, it doesn't matter as long as I get a changelog. Please. Thank you. Something that's not exactly new, but it's still kind of recent, it's the fact that you can now color your activities. Looking at my statistics from October, you can see that the most common color is my food-related color, after which feelings and weather, and series after that. It'd be great if I can disable certain activity colors so I can make it ignore my food activities. Another exciting feature from a recent update is the read more feature. Very long entries would previously just been cut off at a certain point, which makes it so that the only way you can actually read the full entry would be to edit it, which was kind of weird, but now they added a read more function. Except one thing is that the Dutch translation is actually in Danish, I think. But yeah, overall, great feature. Now, let's get into some feature requests. You might remember some things from last year. So, nice change of scenery. Right here in the video, I wanted to suggest sliders, but then 2 days after I filmed this, they actually added it. I think the sliders have been amazingly implemented. They are just like the ones from Nutrilio, so there's some nice parody going on. They're customizable, they offer new insights for me in terms of productivity and sleep and stuff like that. Yeah, they've done very well. Second feature request is the activity separator. Imagine you're working on your group and then suddenly you realize that this section of activities, these are activities that belong together inside the larger group, but they're separated from the other activities. That's where the activity separator comes in handy. You would just slide your separator in between two activities, and before you know it, you have some nicely sectioned off activities inside your larger group. I think this could be really great for customizability in groups and also to have a better overview of what your activities are and where they belong. And then there's one thing that's bugging me about Daylio, and that's long waiting times when I'm looking up photos in a gallery. If this in any way could be optimized for users with a lot of images, that would be great. One comment under the last review from Alice1079 was to add tags, which could be helpful to find specific entries, export entries as PDF, TXT or doc, use a more minimalist design, and cross-platform, meaning a web app or a desktop app. Thanks for your suggestion, Alice. If you have any more suggestions, you viewer, it doesn't have to be Alice, write them in the comments. The last feature request I want to add here is the ability to embed links into entries. If I want to share a fun video with my future self, it would be nice to have an embedded link which I could click in the entry, or a card under the photo or something. But that's it for Daylio. If the developers have any suggestions or questions or anything else, you can find my contact details right here. I'd be happy to get in touch. Now, let's move over to Nutrilio. I still find it hard to track everything I ate every day. I haven't done it in forever. Still, I'm going to try to review it once again. The thing I love most about the app is the way it looks. The icons, the shapes, the gradients. Oh, the gradients. There's also the fact that you can color code groups. Hey, that's a new thing in Daylio as well. And add multiple of the same item in one entry. Feature requests. A changelog, just like I suggested for Daylio, it would be amazing. I don't know what was added in the last major update. Having a changelog would just be way easier for like a ton of stuff. Like I said, debugging, or not debugging, but like finding bugs, feature requests, stuff like that. Just the small things. It's just very handy. Though Nutrilio is very intuitive, it's still a hassle for me to like get around to create the entries. That's why I think templates would be such a great feature for this. My eating habits are mostly the same throughout the day. For breakfast, I usually have bread, and then for lunch, when I'm at work, I have wraps, and in the weekend, I also have bread. It doesn't like differ very much. So like having templates would really make it much easier to just log my food in every day. I thought of something whilst editing, and that is that you can kind of do this with like duplicating an entry and then changing it up to match what you actually ate that day. It is a pretty similar thing to what I had suggested, but you do have to get to the day where you actually ate those things and then duplicate it, and it just feels like I can just as well make the entire entry from scratch, which kind of defeats the point of the duplicate feature. But yeah, I do really think that templates could be a better feature for that. All in all, I really like the concept of Nutrilio and the way it looks, but I don't think I can regularly keep track of my eating habits. I mean, it's not like I have to lose any weight. Which brings me to better weight. Wow, that was such a great segue. I wonder who came up with it. It definitely wasn't me in the last episode, I can tell you that. Better weight can help you lose weight or gain weight. I'm still severely underweight, which is probably why I'm tired a lot, so I set up the app to gain weight. I really like how the app shows you your progress and also how it has challenges to help you achieve your goals. A recent update included a weight plan where you can see what pace your goal is to gain or lose weight. Your current pace, where you can find out how you've been doing in the last, I don't know actually, it feels a bit confusing, but I don't know. I don't know how it works. And then also your overall pace. My goal pace is to be 70 kilograms in September 19th, 2027. My current pace shows I could already get to the 70 kilograms in 4 months, though this is before I weighed myself in a very long time. And then my overall pace shows that it could be over 12 years until I'm 70 kilograms, which seems accurate because I've been doing this since 2022 and I've only gained 3 kilograms. Feature request. As I said, I'm severely underweight. So I'm trying to find challenges which can help me gain weight. But I don't think there are a lot of challenges for that. And I don't know which challenges can help me gain weight. So my suggestion is to like either add more challenges to gain weight or like maybe hide the ones that help me lose weight because I don't need that. And finally, come on, can we get some changelogs please? I really want the changelogs. My diary has gotten numerous updates as far as I can tell over the past year. It's an app that's kind of like Daylio in the sense that you can use it for journaling, but it's more like a diary than a mood tracker, which is Daylio. Which is Daylio. There are statistics, though a lot more simplified. There are entries, but these are way more creative. You can change the font, the background, add stickers, add a photo and a voice note. The emojis are colorful and cute, and it's overall just a lot more playful than Daylio. Already using Daylio to its fullest, it's not really an app for me. I think I will use it for like random thoughts I have throughout the day. A quick way to share my thoughts without having to write down all of the activities I've been doing or contemplate on what my exact mood is. The only feature request I have for my diary is once again a changelog. Please give me the changelog. Another thing, don't change this too much. In my diary, I can use the plus icon to immediately write an entry. Compare this to Daylio, where I can choose between 3 different dates, a new goal, and for some reason, a new important date. In Nutrilio, I can choose between fasting, drinks, symptoms, activities, supplements, weight, daily summary, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack. I love these apps to death, but I can track everything that's in the plus menu in Nutrilio just in the journaling page. I just want to use the plus icon to quickly enter a daily summary or something. The same for Daylio. I should be able to just hop into an entry with the plus button, maybe change the date in that first menu or create a new goal or important day in the more menu. If removing the other options is a no-go, at least make the plus icon like customizable. Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh right, my diary. Keep it up. Don't mess with the plus button. My mom also had an addition for Daylio and also my diary, which is to include support for small videos. I have an idea on how to implement this, and that's to have the option to include either an image or a video of up to 20, maybe 30 seconds. Since these apps are like mainly private use, you're like the only one who is going to see them. I think compression can be dialed up to have the file size problem not to be impactful. After spending some more time in my diary, there is one thing I feel like there could be added, which is a way to kind of see the background or the stickers you've added in like the overview. Maybe smaller versions of stickers could be added in the entry's corners or a colored line at the bottom to indicate a background. Anyways, those were all the Habitics apps. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have anything to add, please leave them in the comments because I know Habitics would love to hear from more people, as do I. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!